with Azra. It is not a nice one. It is windy and wet, a lot cooler. I am only in shorts and a t-shirt and a body warmer, so it can't be that much of a difference, but it certainly feels it as I'm walking around, and this rain is not helping either, to be honest with you. But it is what it is, what we do for our pets, eh? So it is currently, it's horrendous, 4:52 a.m. in the UK. So basically, stupid o'clock, far too early. But literally, my alarm was set for 5 anyway. This live was originally going to go live at 5:15. But it was so warm again in the house. It was too warm. Sorry, too cold last night to have the aircon on. But as the evening's gone on and overnight, it's warmed up again. So it was flipping warm when I woke up about 4:30. And I just thought, bugger this, I'm just going to get up. So here I am. And then literally getting my shoes on to take her out. And then it starts raining. So yeah, not the best start this morning, but hey ho, it's what we do. So as the title says, it is a stroll of Azra. It is Tuesday, I don't even know the date. Is it the 28th today? I don't think it's the 28th. Maybe, I don't know. 24th, 25th, one or the other. Someone will correct me, I'm sure. But when my watch has got the exercise app and I can't look at the date. Azra, come on. So those that joined us last night will know that Julie came out as well as Ralph, and it was a flipping chaotic walk, to be honest with you. Come on, let's cross over. We saw lots of dogs, as I would have expected, at 7 o'clock at night, and it was sort of cooler. Also, we saw some of Azra's friends, which again was nice for her, but I was trying to get away from them the whole time because obviously I had the live stream going on and I didn't want them to realise what was going on. So yeah, a bit of a shame that Azra couldn't be with them longer, because some people don't like being on camera, do they? And then we were walking through, as I call it, the Jurassic Woods, and there were these two blokes on these sort of mini moto things that we almost, no, we didn't almost get taken out. They were pretty respectful, to be honest with you. They held right back, but it's just something that you don't often see. So yeah, it was a pretty eventful walk, considering this time of day when I come out, you never see anyone, or very rarely do you see anyone. And this is why I'm able to do these lives quite easily. But this morning it is a test with this weather as it is, windy and a bit of rain as well, which we definitely need the rain, no doubt. But yeah, come on, good girl. No, leave the bin. Come on, no, come on. Come on, Azra, let's go. Okay, so this will take us up towards the high street, and then obviously we're going to the fields, which is where you can stretch your legs for a bit. I don't let her off this lead. She's got this extendable lead. Although she is pretty good, if she were to see another dog, rabbit, ducks, whatever we see over there, I'm not sure her recall's going to be that good. So leave it, go on. Yeah, it's one of those that if I was out of Julia and some treats, it's not so bad. We did try at different times some of this sort of recall training when we were in the field, but we were in a field where there were no other distractions, and she just, I can tell how she is when she's off the when she's on the lead and we see other things. So I know what she's going to be like when she's not on the lead, when she's got no control. The best time, and you may have seen this video if you've been following the channel, there's a dog park at the Centre Parks we went to, and that was massive and it was perfect. But in there, if we did see other dogs, she was in her element. You know, it's a mental thing, I think, for dog and owner sometimes. She knows she can't get out. I know she can't get out unless some idiot left the gate open. So you just feel a bit more relaxed. This was a chaos corridor last night where there's a dog barking at Azra through the fence and some crazy lady at the front. Azra, come on. There she is. Hopefully she's not going to decide. Now she is deciding. Right, guys, you're going to be looking. I'll turn it to flip. You can look up at the sky for a minute. Wait. Sorry about that, guys. I just cleaned up someone else's dog's mess as well, which really hacks me off that people can't clear up after their dog. You know, if you're going to have a dog, be a responsible owner, clear up your mess. It's not fair to others and kids, and of which that is a cut through for school kids to get up to residential areas, so that is really bad. So just clean that up, so hopefully that's a little brownie point for me today. Right, let us continue. You feel better now, Azra? Azra? Good girl. Right, we just need to find a bin, which I know there is one just around here. There we go. Azra, wait. Good girl. Go on, let's cross. So we're now in Vicarage Road. I'll go quiet because you can hear the church bells. That is to tell the world it is 5 AM. Absolutely gross time to be out, but a lovely time as well. Now they are saying we are supposed to be getting some more rain. During this time I'm out, so I've only got a body warmer on, so it's going to be wet. I'm going to get wet. Church bells again. That was the 5 bongs to say it's 5 o'clock. So the bells a bit earlier, just a moment before, were probably just to warn us that it was coming up to 5 o'clock. I thought it did those bells every quarter, Well, maybe that was the chime for the quarter of the hour before the main one, perhaps. And that's why it was a bit earlier. Come on. Bin day in Melbourne today as well. Blue and green. Blue recycling, green for garden waste. So again, if any of you joined us last night, you'll have known that James is on a school trip at the minute. He's gone to Europe with the school. So it was quite funny last night at home. I know people probably think, oh, it's really quiet, relaxing. And it was, but it still feels strange because, you know, you're used to having to tell him to stop doing something annoying or whatever. And I actually missed it, quite frankly, which I never thought I'd say. But I think we both felt it last night, to be honest with you. But he did, in the end, communicate last night. His WhatsApp, for some reason, isn't working properly. I can see where he is on the Find My iPhone app. So we know where he is, we know we got there okay. But as I say, the WhatsApp isn't working properly. Although iMessenger seems to be sometimes working okay. So I don't know quite what's going on. Anyway, we did communicate with him last night and all seems okay, thank goodness. I asked him what he had for dinner, sorry. He said a plate of chips. Now, if he can have that every night, he'd be all right. Because those of you that know us will know he's a terrible eater. Azra, mind your leg, you've got caught up. 1 second. Wait. Wait. Good girl. He's a terrible eater. And that was another worry. He had a suitcase. Now, a lot of his friends had sort of small things. He went with a suitcase. A lot of them went with suitcases. But I would say, bear in mind, theoretically, he's only had clothes for 4 days. Because day 5, he was still in the clothes he was wearing when he was on his way there. He had so much tuck in his bag. And the reason... Come on, Azra. Come on. Oh, come on. People are watching you thinking, what is wrong with you? You're a nuts. You're nuts. Yeah. Come on. Because we were so worried that he wasn't going to eat, we got him lots of tuck. And these drinks, and I don't know what they were, what he went with, but whatever it was, there was these sort of substance drinks, so even if he didn't eat, he would still be getting what he needed, and he quite liked them, which is unusual for James to like anything new. But he had it, so what he'll have and all that sort of stuff, that's up to him. He's on his own without us for the first time abroad. And I think that was another thing that sort of yesterday was I was absolutely shattered at work yesterday. Again, I know I'm repeating this for some of the return viewers, but we had to leave. The coach left at 1 a.m. yesterday morning, so we didn't go to bed until we got home, which was about 1:30. And then I was up again at 5, and I at work. The morning wasn't too bad, but yesterday afternoon, oh, it was awful. It was really labouring, and as I've said it before, as you get older, it gets more and more difficult to do this sort of stuff. Azra, you're not going in, are you? We have this conversation every morning. You won't go in, you don't go in. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. as the rain is starting to fall again. Now, it did say between 5 and 6, which is now what we are, this rain was going to get heavier. And all of a sudden, it has. Getting a lot heavier. Come on. So I want to get to the sheltered bit, which is just at the other end of this path on the field here. So we're going to get soaked. Absolutely soaked in a minute, I think. It's absolutely full of it, the sky this morning. Well, we've had lovely sunrises just over there, you might have seen. We were getting very wet this morning. Come on, Azra, let's go. But yeah, it was yesterday afternoon was hard work. But again, I know I've said this before, but I'll reiterate it. I'm not a control freak in any way as a parent. James has a lot of rain, but when you're used to them being around and sort of knowing what's going on, obviously there's still an element of control, isn't there? But for the first time yesterday, I felt completely powerless and out of control. And I didn't even feel like that when he went to for a week away in England with the school a few years back, because he was in England and sort of, God forbid there's any problems, not a million miles away. He's 400 miles away now, guys, in Europe. But he put our minds at rest last night by saying everything was all right. He knows if he needs anything, he can contact us. He's got euros. He's got his debit card. We cannot do any more than what we have to make sure everything is in order. Right, Azra, come on, because I'm getting wet now. Let's go. Azra, this way. So yeah, this way, into the woods. I don't know if you can hear it, guys, but it really has, the weather really has changed all of a sudden, and I'm getting to get quite wet. So this will be a welcome respite. Coming in here. Come on. Although not completely covered. Even when we were just down by the stream where you completely saw me undergrowth, it was still getting wet, still coming through. So this is the Jurassic walkway. Azra, come on, please. This is the Jurassic walkway. Haven't seen any dinosaurs yet, but it's just what it reminds me of the undergrowth and everything else. And they did, come on, they did do a lot of pruning back. Must be Sunday now, because Saturday this was horrendously overgrown again. But yeah, Sunday morning I noticed it was a lot better. So walking through here with shorts, I don't get my legs stung. Keep going, good girl. I haven't asked, guys, what everyone's doing today. If you want to leave any comments, feel free. Obviously just a normal working day for myself. Don't know. Go on, keep going. Don't know what's happening tonight. I would imagine it's just going to be another chilled out evening. I know tomorrow Julie has a work to do, entertaining some clients, and I'm going to go and have dinner with Mum. Right, come on, let's go. Come on, through here, come on. Good girl, go on. And then Thursday, I think it's normal. Friday, normal during the day, evening, and then James, comes back very late on Friday evening. on Friday evening. And then, as I said already, and I know I repeat myself, but there's new people joining all the time. I'm going to see the new Formula 1 movie on Saturday night. Sounds like it's been given mixed reviews, but I think a lot of the time it's best to go make your own judgment, isn't it, about these things. And to be honest, certainly that's what we'll be doing. And we're going to the Everyman Cinema in Cambridge, which maybe those outside the UK won't know, but this is the sort of cinema where you can go to, you have a meal either before or just before the start of the film. You can eat, so that's what we'll be doing on Saturday. And then I think that's pretty much it for this week, guys, really. It's a very uneventful week. I lead a very uneventful life, to be honest with you. But the following weekend, my brother, who I took back to the airport the weekend, he's coming back from abroad, but he's bringing his daughter as well. So that'd be nice for James to see his cousin. They get on very, very well. They really do. It's also a British Grand Prix weekend, so I'll be watching that. I think the following weekend, it's the Friends Experience, which I'm going to try and do a vlog of that. I don't think I'll do a live. I don't think it's going to be that easy to do it. I'll see. And then the following weekend, I've got to do a live stream on Facebook for my group for the cruise. And there's about 410, is it now, people in the group. They won't all be joining the meeting, but it's sort of a bit of a Q&A for the cruise. I won't do that on YouTube. I was thinking about it, but a lot of people won't be interested in that. If anyone's interested, put it in the comments, but I don't think it's worth it because it's going to be unique to this cruise. Some of it's relevant for many other cruises that you might go on, but yeah, I don't really think it's worth it putting on here as well. I'll be doing lots of material when I'm on the cruise for the channel, which hopefully you'll enjoy, and I'll be doing lives as well every day, or every day I can, because the internet, I think it's going to be a bit hit and miss when we're on the cruise, especially when we're at sea. Although I've got the Wi-Fi, I don't know how hit and miss it's going to be. So anyway, and then I think we've got a coach trip up to London, which I totally forgot about. I think it's a weekend after we come back from the cruise. And I can't even remember where we're going in London. I really can't, and it sounds terrible. But there's somewhere in London we're going. I think it's a London Eye. I think it's a London Eye, a cruise on the Thames, and then we go to Battersea Power Station, I think, which is where all these shops are. I think it's that one. I can't remember. I know it's definitely a cruise. I know it's definitely London Eye. I'm not sure on the Battersea, to be honest with you. Obviously, nearer the time, you got an itch. Nearer the time, obviously we'll do some stuff on that as well. So this was the time I originally was supposed to be going live at 5:15. So people may join, come and go. That's how these lives work. I understand that. Thanks to anyone that has been with me the whole time, or most of the time. It does mean a lot for me and the channel. It just means I'm not lonely when I'm walking around, to be honest with you. Especially on this wet, miserable morning. It's quite cool, quite refreshing, actually. But it's still raining. I think I'd rather the bit of a breeze rather than the rain, to be honest. Just coming past Julia's allotment. Now, last night, if you were with us, you'll know that Azra was really labouring by the time we got here. We didn't do a long walk yesterday morning for the reasons I said. So I'm quite surprised because she's usually absolutely fine. It's only a sort of a 35 to 40 minute walk by the time we get home. Hey Azra. Azra? You were getting tired, weren't you? Good girl. Go on, let's go. Now we're going to be coming up to where she sees her horsey friends. Now again, last night they were still a couple of fields away, but she really misses seeing them. And she'll probably prove me wrong, but last night she was looking for them. Because it's a little bit of a routine, isn't it? Just like when I come down the stairs in the morning, she pretty much knows within 15 minutes of me coming down, we're going out. And she just gets used to it. It's like they get used to going out in the morning and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Oh, it's a bit closer today. Whether she'll see it or not, there's one right over there in the distance, but the other one is just here. And is she going to look? She has a quick look. There she goes. She always wants to know where they are. Come on, Azra. And there it is there. There's a little pony just by the tree over there. You probably didn't see it, just went out of camera shot, so apologies for that. So we're now on the home straight. So sort of at this time, or in a few minutes, bid you farewell for now. I don't think I'm going to do another live later. I might do. I'll see how it goes. It would have been just quite nice last night just to have been walking. Especially when she saw her friends. So if that's the case, as I say, other people, if they don't know you're live, they don't like it, do they? So I had to be really careful last night when we saw her friends, because I was sort of aiming the camera away, aiming the camera down. It was quite funny, everywhere else other than looking at the people. But she had a great time with her mates for that sort of few minutes. So, if you just come on, good morning. Thanks for joining up. We are more than 3/4 round now with a stroll with Azra. I did start the live a bit early, so I'm sorry about that. It was just quite warm overnight, and I just got up and got going. So I'm sorry to those that are expecting me to be starting at 5:15. You can always play it back and listen to my dribble. As exciting a conversation as ever. And I will say, as a quick weather forecast for you, for those that are just joining, it's been raining, a little bit breezy, not too cold. I'm still in shorts and a t-shirt. So, and this rain didn't last that long, and when it was raining quite hard, I was in the undergrowth anyway. Well, in the undergrowth, I was in the wooded area. So it wasn't too bad. But yeah. Right guys, I think we're going to get to a point where we're going to wrap this up in about the next 3 to 5 minutes. That'll get me to the end of the road. Come on. Yes, I know there's a dog over there. Come on. Someone else with the same idea, isn't there? Come on, Azra. Come on, let's go. This is what she's like when she sees another dog, guys. She just wants to go and play. But she'll get too overzealous. Then the other dog would get overzealous. And then she'd get upset. So, believe you me, it ain't worth it. She can socialise at the dog cafe when we go. And also in the dog parks. But not at 5:20 in the morning. Right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's been great having your company this morning. Thank you very much to those that are stuck with it. Trying to do these sort of every day now when I can. And I just hope you enjoy coming out for the walk with us. It's quite relaxing for me. Quite nice having a chat. I don't always have the best things to talk about, to be honest. But put me on mute and just come for the walk if you like. I don't mind. Azra, we're going now, okay? Yeah, well, you got to look. Right, guys, have a good day. Catch up.